Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song Change from NF and his album The Search. I'm musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. We don't always get it right, but we always learn something. So let's get in, see what's going on with this song. All right, Change is a track where NF fights with his inner self about needing change in his life, but is afraid to venture out and try new things. These feelings are reflected in the beat as a soft background fights with a powerful drum throughout. The story behind the choral background vocals: Midnight Donuts Zine spoke with Travis Cottrell about this song and I Miss the Days. Said, one of my best friends is Tommy Profit, who is NF's producer and co-writer. So Tommy just called in, like 8 singers to sing on a couple of songs. So we just did that one day. We sing on a lot of things for Tommy, but NF stuff usually doesn't have a background gospel choir, but it just happened. We were working on something else with Tommy, and he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to put you on these songs. So we came in and did it one day, and it was a lot of fun. Very cool. All right, let's get up into it. I don't do drugs. I'm addicted to the pain, though. We talked a little bit about that in React. Just this idea of feeling dependent upon the pain. And NF's talked about stuff like that so much within his music. Yeah, I've been on it for a while to know how to put it down. Gotta have it. It's a habit. I'm a break, though. I love that. Just this commitment to change. I just want to take a hit, keep saying I'm a quit, keep saying I'm a leave, but I stay though. I just want a little fix. I don't want to take a risk. I don't like it when I drift from the safe zone. But lately, I've been thinking I'm a have to, letting go of things that I'm attached to. World don't stop just because I'm in a bad mood. You don't know what love is till you holding on to something that you can't lose. That's why I'm trying to get it together. So the motivation, right? Probably his family, obviously among other things, just wanting to be healthy yourself. But this could all, could be his career, could be his wife. He didn't have children at the point of writing this. But even the future hope, of building your family, like those are things you don't want to lose. That's why I'm trying to get it together. Sleeves up, putting work in, trying to be better. I like to rap, but I ain't going to do it forever. I love that, right? That NF is more committed to growing as a person than just growing as a rapper, because he realizes, like, one day, like, I'm going to stop this. And what am I going to have? Am I going to be happy with myself? Am I going to have a strong marriage? Am I going to have a loving relationship with my children? Am I going to have values that are deeper and meaningful? How's my soul going to be? My relationship with God? Forget the charts. I've been focusing on holding my head up. Moment I get up, I just want to know I'm doing my best. And if I'm not, Lord, forgive me. You can have the regrets. Because I can feel the water trying to go up over my head. Most of my life, I always felt like I was holding my breath, holding my chest. To be honest, I'm tired of it. Looking for something in my life to be inspired again. I like to walk around and act like I don't know what it is, but I know what it is. I just never want to commit. Such a true feeling, right? Like, I know the answer. I just don't know that I want to put in the work and the discomfort of going for it, even though it's uncomfortable, right? Change is uncomfortable, but there are 2 types of discomfort. And the challenge is, there's a book on my shelf here called Thinking Fast and Slow. It's really big, really thick. I've read a little bit of it, but the whole premise is this, like, fast thinking, slow thinking. The fast thinking, is really pursuing what is immediate. And the slow thinking is the one that's like, takes all the things into account, makes the better decision, even if it's the harder decision. And the whole point is trying to train ourselves. This is a funny way to put it. recently during the holidays, I got to spend some time with my cousins, and many of them are just now having children. So they have toddlers and babies. My kids, we got married pretty young. I was 20, and we didn't wait a long time to start a family. And so my kids are 14, 12, and 10. But when I like played with the toddlers and the babies, I'm like, I could do this again, dude. I love it. But that's kind of the fast thinking. I heard somebody say one time, like, you love the idea of a baby. The reality of a baby is very different. Not that you don't love them, but you know what I'm saying? The work, the sleeplessness, the like, generally when they're really young and small, there's kind of like the bouts with sickness and trying to make sure they're, staying healthy. And it's a ton of work. And then you've got years and years and years and years and years ahead of you. You've got the bassinets and the diapers and the feeding and the trying to go on vacation, and you got to take a bunch of stuff. And, everybody else is trying to sleep and the baby's up crying, and there's so much. So you love the idea of a baby. The reality is something very different. So it's almost like the fast thinking is like, oh, dude, baby, come on, let's have a baby. Slow thinking is like, hold up. You are in a totally different place in your life. Your kids are all pretty like, they're able to hold their own and honestly be very helpful. And so it's kind of like, just wait for the grandkids, in the future, Lord willing. And so that slow thinking comes in. So it's the same idea of like, man, I know the slow mind change is going to be healthy, but the fast mind is like, yeah, but that's uncomfortable. So let's just keep doing what we're doing, even though that's its own kind of pain. Yeah, I don't like new things. Got a lot of mood swings. Oh, you want to tell me something negative? I don't want to hear what you think. And this is important. I don't think NF is saying I don't need anybody around me that isn't going to challenge me. I heard somebody say yesterday, if they don't have your phone number, they don't have a place. Essentially what they're meaning is if somebody doesn't have a relationship with you to where they can just call you, their voice doesn't really matter. Now it's important that we have people that have our phone number that, can speak honestly to us. But I've just learned in my life, there's some people, and this isn't being unwise, right? Because we have to be open to criticism. There's wisdom in that. But you also have to know, like, I have people for that. And there are people that want to offer criticism that I'm fine being like, dude, I don't honestly give a crap what you think. Oh, that feels so freeing. I wish I could say that to somebody's face. But that's the truth. It's like, no, I don't value your opinion. I don't value your thoughts, and you have no place in my life. So I don't want to hear what you think. Thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah, tossing in my sleep every night for like 2 weeks, thinking about how I could have done this or done that better. Can't help it. That's just me. That's me avoiding the change. Yeah, that's probably why the issues ain't going away. Yeah, that's probably why I always sit around and complain, telling myself I ain't never getting out of this place. Out of my face if you telling me I need to be different. That's the issue though. I'm always insecurity driven. Taking the wrong turns, acting like I know where I'm headed, waiting for something bad to happen. I can snap any minute. I need change. Yeah, that's kind of easy to say, right? Yes. But difficult to do when I feel like I hate life, man. And everyone around me kind of thinks I'm a great guy, but I don't ever think it. So I think I'm a fake liar. And it's just the internal battle, right? The wars in the mind. Excuse me. It's something that I know I should do. I'm a little uncomfortable to tell you the truth, but to be honest with you, lately I got nothing to lose. See, I've always been full of pain, but now I'm making some room. I love that. It's this progression through this song. Like I'm trying to make room, okay? I know I'm not there, but I'm trying. Searching for change. I need a moment of silence. I don't like change, but I'll try it. I don't want to hear what I should or shouldn't do. Why are they always defiant? See, all my emotions are liars, so these emotions are defiant. All my emotions are violent. They don't want freedom to find me. Mention the name and everybody riots. I wonder if the name is freedom. Yeah, because he's saying they don't want freedom to find me, and obviously NF personifies a lot of emotions. So freedom acting as a person, essentially. I mentioned the name, I mentioned freedom, and my emotions riot. Yeah, that's why I'm checking my vitals. They keep on working, but I know breathing don't mean you're alive. Great line. Because we all know, like, there's living and then there's living. And this is what Jesus talked about too. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I come that you might have life and life more abundant. I bag up all of my trash and walk out on my tightrope. Positive thoughts are my rivals. I'm trying to be on their side though. Should I feel comfortable? I don't. Last year I felt suicidal. This year I might do something different, like talking to God more. So this is part of that change that he knows within his soul. Man, if I would give more attention to this, more attention to prayer, like I do know that it helps me, but I keep letting stuff get in the way. Change. All right, then it goes into the chorus. Another powerful, insightful, wise song from NF. I love it, man. Just that. I think we can all relate. Like, I'm trying. I know I need change. God help me. Help me change. Step by step, little by little. Few steps forward, step backward. Few steps forward, step backward. But anyways, so my hope, my prayer for you today is that whatever change it is that you desire in your life, that you would be able to take steps toward it. And I think a big part of it is just the awareness as well. Like, let us never become numb and I guess lulled to sleep in life. Let's live awake. So thanks for being with me for this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. It's reading good.